Alaikum. I hope you guys are all well. I'm going to be talking about Hajar today, or Hagar, in the biblical way to say her name. I really wanted to talk about the instance in which she departed from Ibrahim alayhi salam, and I really wanted to talk about this topic of submitting. So in her example, you can see it really bright and clear that she submitted to the order of departing. She did not ask why and but and this and that. She submitted to what was happening, and she just went about her way to find a solution. So she had done this process of going between mountains, and it commemorates the path in which you do for Hajj, which is currently right now. And I just really wanted to talk about this because I think it shows that she was a great follower. She followed her husband in many different aspects, and the way that she just submitted is an example for all of humanity, just like the way that she has led all humanity in going between Safa and Marwa. She also is a way to show us that we have to submit in order for great things to happen sometimes. And it's not there is that submission when we pray 5 times a day, when we do what Allah has commanded us to do directly from the source itself. But there's also the submission that is advised to us through our spouses, through our parents and things like that. I don't want to go too much in depth with navigating that. I think a scholar is always important to navigate these matters if they submit you to do something that is harsh in your eyes, and trying to navigate those things. Submitting to the humbling of the soul in many ways, our first reaction is, but why this, that? Where when you have submitting, there's also sacrifice. And she did both of them. She sacrificed her body, trying to, you're in a position where you have to do sacrifices. Like once you submit, there will be sacrifices. You do sacrifice things, but also the person who is advising you is also sacrificing and should be sacrificing, right? And I don't want to go into all of that because it's not in my domain, but I do believe in that when someone's coming to you and you have to submit because they are more in a position of leadership in leading, like in a marriage. I don't want to talk about the marriage domain, but there is like companionship for a reason, and it's to steer all of us to go to, it's a Jannah type of thing. It's a very important aspect. So knowing that aspect, but basically another part that I want to share today is the follower aspect. We do not want to be followers anymore. We all want to be leaders, but we are not qualified. And that's about being on a platform like social media. You have a lot to learn from Hajar. Like anybody who submits, it's like a path opening to humanity. And I know that sounds weird, what I'm about to say, but even Musa's mom, may Allah be pleased with her, opened a path, like a prophet came from that submission. Ibrahim alayhi salam. It is left for humanity. There are sacrifices. That's like, when you sadya jariya, don't know how to say that word, charity that after you pass away. This is like, subhanallah. So thinking about submitting, thinking about sacrificing, this is sadya, like this is, so I can't say the word, there's this depth of really what it is to also submit. And introductories, meaning like even decisions that like I submitted to, right? I submitted to a decision, but Allah opened all the doors after submitting, like we do not know, right? And so assalamu alaikum. Again, I cannot complete sentences. It's like, here you go, and salam.